Hey! Hey guys! I know, Lisa's being loud. So, welcome to Real Talk. Michael's always messing things up for everybody. So, stop it. Stop it. You do that on your own show. Stop it. So, anyway, we'll just ignore Michael May over there. So yeah, tonight, welcome everyone. We're really excited to be here. Hopefully, Kimberly can jump in. She's having some difficulties getting in, but I hope she can get in here. Um, so yeah, who was? Oh yeah, it was. I'm like, who picked this week's topic? It was Zen. Zen had. She made things difficult for us this week.
There's
So
Kimberly.
Challenge us.
This is
She
supposed
did.
to be easy for y'all. You know,
Well,
y'all
she
are
challenged
for
us.
the same reason. We're here in this community for the same reason.
Yeah, she
So
challenged us.
let's get to
So,
the bottom of that. Yeah.
all right. So, yeah. So anyway, well, I will turn it to her and let her tell you what the rules are for this week.
The rules were to use cheese was one of the main ingredient. Or an ingredient, and then I asked that the main dish be made healthy, adding at least 2 vegetables, and of course onion not counting is one of them. So I'm looking forward to see what everyone has prepared for tonight using cheese, because we know that cheese can be not only delicious but very fat laden, and I'm hoping that these guys have found a creative way to show us all how to use cheese and be healthy. High protein also, I think, was the requirement too.
Yes. So we're really excited. We are really excited tonight. Yeah. So, and once again, Rob, you're gonna have to go because I totally forgot who goes first.
I go first.
Yeah, Tiffany goes first tonight, then Alicia, then Michael, then myself.
See, I'm so excited. I'm like, I try to throw Tiffany out the way. I was like, move over, but she said no way. And Rob, you got. So anyway, Tiffany, yeah, what you got for us tonight?
Okay. Well, I have Swiss chicken over mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts, and a cucumber and tomato salad.
Yummy.
So, of course, I came with a crock pot meal again, only the meat portion, and I'll cut it open. And basically, oh, it has bacon in it too. Basically, you take chicken breasts and you put them in the crock pot with a little bit of cream of mushroom soup and sliced fresh mushrooms, and you cook it all day. And then at the very end, like the last 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, you take each one out. Well, I took them out. It said you could just lay them on top, but I didn't have enough room in my crock pot to be messing with all that. So I took them out, put them on a plate, and then you put like a slice of bacon on top, and then you top it with Swiss cheese, and then put it back in for the 10, 15 minutes until the cheese melts. And then I just took the mushrooms that were in with it, and I put them just underneath, like, and then put the chicken on top. And then I roasted, while I was waiting for this to cook, I had thrown this in the oven to roast with just a little bit of olive oil and onion and garlic, and then some salt and pepper, and a little tiny bit of lime juice. And I let them roast for about 20 minutes. And then I just chopped up some cucumber and tomato and put some onion on that and some salt and pepper, and that's all that is. That's all it is. So now I'll taste a bite because I haven't tasted it yet. My kids were like, my daughter's like, I love your cooking. Oh, yum. I'm not a big cheese fan. Well, other than string cheese. So I was a little nervous that I wouldn't like the Swiss cheese on it. Mmm. But that is good. Delicious. Really yummy.
All right. That looks really, really good. So,
It's really good.
yeah. So, judges, do you have any questions for Tiffany?
I'll start. Tiffany, I think it looks really good. I would like to know what your stats are on the main dish. Do you have an estimation of the calorie, protein, etc.? for me?
Calories. About 280-ish for for the chicken, but it's probably not quite 280 because that's with the whole thing of cream of mushroom soup that I did put on. So probably 2 calories for the main.
Mm-hmm.
And, protein for the main would be like 40, about 40 grams of protein.
And that's how many grams of chicken are you eating? Or ounces? Ounces of chicken?
What's that?
How many ounces of chicken is that for?
This is about 4
Serving?
ounces of chicken.
4 ounces chicken. Okay. It looks really good. Really, really good. And the bacon, is it turkey bacon or full-fat bacon?
It's turkey bacon.
Okay. So, yeah, that's fairly low calorie.
Yeah.
That was a good add-in. I like that.
Yeah, I don't eat anything but turkey bacon anymore. I can't even stomach regular bacon.
Mm-hmm. Too much grease?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really sounds tasty, and I like a cucumber tomato salad. That's always delicious. Did you put on the salad?
What? I'm sorry, you cut out. What?
Is there anything on the salad?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of salt and pepper and onion.
Okay. So no dressing of any kind?
Nope, none.
Okay. That sounds really good. Very nice meal. Really well done. I like that.
Thank you.
How about Christy or Kimberly? You have any questions for Tiffany?
I have a question for the chicken in the crock pot. Was it a layered? How did you do it in the crock pot?
I
Again,
ended up having to layer it because I made it for my whole family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't a layered dish, so it ended up being like a couple of them had to be layered. But I tried to just, if I had a bigger crock pot, I could just lay it out. But yeah, they said just to lay the bottom and just put, I mean, you could use as much cream up to a can of cream of mushroom soup, but I didn't even use that much. I just took some water and just put a little bit of cream of mushroom soup for taste, just so that it didn't burn to the bottom. And then I just left that cook all day. So yeah, it wasn't layered. And then I took them out and fixed the bacon and the cheese, and then I just put them back in, not in a layer. And of course, I didn't have to layer them at all after they cooked because they shrunk up a little bit.
so is there additional mushrooms in there besides the cream of mushroom soup?
Yeah, I sliced fresh mushrooms and tossed them in there.
Okay.
That's kind of what was underneath.
All right. So you fried the bacon separately and then put it on top of it and back in there?
Actually, I put the bacon on my griddle pan and stuck it in the oven for about 20 minutes after I put this on, and then I just let it drain any grease that was there, but it was turkey bacon, so it wasn't really, there wasn't that much grease, but I let it sit on like a paper towel pretty much to soak everything up.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in a Ziploc and put it in the fridge, and then when I just put it over top and it heated it up and made it nice. So
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Your Brussels sprouts look good. I made Brussels sprouts and they didn't look good one time, so I don't make them no more.
You know,
Christy,
I
you
did,
need to try.
I forgot to comment on those. Those things look delicious.
Well, I
oven
have.
is the best way to do it.
Well, that's what I did. I put a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roasted them, and they came out very slimy and mushy. And yeah,
Did you put them under the broiler? Because they're good under the broiler.
Well,
You put 'em
I
on-
went by a recipe on Pinterest.
Okay.
That's how I put my
Yeah, we broil them with tomato and Brussels sprouts, using a little oil, salt and pepper, with some small tomatoes and feta. And we do them on the broiler for like 15, 20 minutes. And you do turn them, and they get nice and charred, a little bit charred.
Yeah.
You can put peppers on there, jalapeno, whatever you like. But it comes out very. Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Kimberly, any questions for Tiffany?
Well, actually, I was going to ask one, but it was already asked, so.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
looks really.
Okay. We do have a couple of comments. I'm going to go over those real quick. Dennis is watching. He says, hello, everyone. Carnation 38. Forget her name. What's her name, Christy?
That's Patricia.
Huh? Patricia. Yeah. Sorry, Patricia. She's here watching. She says, hello, everyone. And Miss Trisha Pretty is watching. She says, hi, y'all. Love ya. Feed me. That's all she ever says is feed me. And she said, Tiffany brought her A game. Go, girl. And then My Life says hello. So, hello, everyone. Thanks for watching. Michael or Rob, you have any questions for Tiffany?
No, I mean that just that looked really good. So I'm a big Brussels sprouts eater and chicken, mushrooms, bacon. Yeah, Swiss. Yeah. I'm on my way over.
Me too. I really like the way the Brussels sprouts look, especially. I used to never eat them, and then Crazy Running Mom Brooke made a recipe once where she did roasted Brussels sprouts. They looked absolutely amazing. And from there, I went ahead and tried that, and I absolutely love that way of cooking them. I'm not someone who would like it probably boiled and then put onto the plate that way. I really like them roasted. So kudos on that. They looked absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Well, good job. Good job. So, well, I guess I'm next. So, before I go, I just want to say I'm all about Michael this week, apparently, because I had Michael's coffee today, and then Michael gave me a little tip or suggestion. So, Michael, anyway, okay, so this is what I made. Right here, it's it's actually called a Philly cheesecake. Look, I'm talking about cheesecake. Oh my God, a Philly cheesesteak, stuffed pepper. Okay, see, I had to get your guys' attention. That's what it was. So I'm telling you, it smells so good. I'm going to tell you guys what's in it in just a second, but look how amazing that looks. Oh my gosh. I am so excited about that. Yeah. I'm going to cut it open really quick so you guys can see the inside, and then I'll tell you what's in it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, here is the inside of it, and that's what it looks like on the inside. You guys need to stop moving because the camera's going crazy. I'm just saying. So, here's the inside of the pepper right here. Oops. And what it has in it is I cooked mushrooms, onions, I have the pepper, and I also, because I wanted to follow Zen's rules, and stuff, so I was like, what vegetable can I put in there? And I was thinking, what vegetable can I add in there? So what I did was I shredded some carrots, and I threw carrots in there. I was like, and what I did was I took a little bit of butter and a little bit of avocado oil, and I sauteed the mushrooms and onions together, and I sauteed those, and then I took some roast beef and I sliced it thinly, and I put it in the cooked it all together. And then what I did was I took the peppers and I took all the insides out, and I put a provolone cheese at the bottom. I stuffed it with the mixture after I cooked it for about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I stuffed it with the mixture. I put another piece of provolone cheese on top, and I stuck it in the oven for about 30 minutes. And so, yeah, and that's what it looks like. And it's super, super good.
Ooh, it looks good.
Oh my gosh. It is. Is a bunch of people frozen? Because I can't see people. Maybe it's just me.
I'm here.
Okay. Well, that's all that matters.
Can we see the inside again?
Yeah. I was trying to take a bite, Christy.
I know, but it looks so pretty.
But this is the inside. And yeah. And it smells amazing. Like, I put tons of mushrooms and tons of onion in there because I love both of those. So good. So, ask away.
It looks good. I haven't had a stuffed pepper in forever. And let me say, for one, I love the bowl. The bowl is beautiful. I love the bowl. But it looks really good. I bet you that would be really good if you put like a hot pepper cheese in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to sit there and mix it up some. I don't know. I'm on a spicy kick, but I think it looks good. And the carrots is a good idea. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, because I was like, well, Zen couldn't say we couldn't use onion as a vegetable. So I was like, I'm going to shred some carrots, and I'm going to throw some in there. And, I mean, they're just like all in there. You can't really, I mean,
well, the pepper counting is vegetable too.
Huh?
You got the pepper counting as one.
Yeah, I know, but, I didn't count it.
Right?
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I figured that if onion is just too easy to use. I mean, it's not bad to use it. Of course, I use it for everything, but it shouldn't be counted because I wanted you to get a little more creative, which you did. You did a great job.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
roast the peppers in the oven, Alicia? Did you say you roasted them?
I didn't. I just what I did was I didn't want the peppers to be like super, super soft. I like a little bit of crunch to the peppers, and so I didn't even cook them before I stuffed them. I had them raw, and just took all the ribs and stuff out, and I put a piece of cheese at the bottom, stuffed it, and then put another with the mixture that I had, and then put another piece of provolone cheese on top. And yeah, it's so good. It's so good. And the pepper, I like it because it has a bit of a crunch to it. And most of this stuff I already had, except for the peppers I had to go buy. But most of the stuff I already had in my house because I love provolone cheese. And I love roast beef, so I usually have that on hand and stuff. And so, yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
And do you have stats for us, Alicia, on that also, by any chance, on the protein and or?
Well, let's see here. It was.
Like how many roast beef do you have in there? Approximately per serving.
I think I have about 2 ounces of roast beef in there. Well, I got the protein count as 31 grams of protein. I didn't get the calories exactly.
Okay.
So.
I was just curious if you had it.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, is the serving size for you? Can you eat one whole one, or you can't even eat a whole one, right?
I don't know. It depends. It depends on what day it is.
Okay. No, I'm just curious because usually those things are pretty filling.
Yeah, probably would have to do half, and because the vegetables, the pepper is pretty filling and stuff. So for that, it would probably be half.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about it is that I didn't overcook the pepper, so like even if I heated it up later, like it wouldn't be like too soft. So yeah.
Sounds delicious. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other comments, questions?
Give me, I want it.
I think it looks really good, Alicia. I like the cheese melted over the top of it, kind of capping it. I'm not saying it would even taste like, but it just reminded me of a chicken pot pie, like from back in the day. You know how they have the crust over the top of them? And sometimes people will put a piece of Swiss cheese over the top of that pot pie, and then it just really gave it that look. And, kudos for making something that isn't traditional, but yet looks super amazing.
Well, the thing that I love stuffed peppers and stuff, but, the thing that I always find that, when I think of stuffed peppers, I think of the ones that have, like, rice and all that stuff, and I don't do rice. Like, it just doesn't, like, believe me, I want to do rice.
Yeah.
I want to do rice. I'm Mexican. I want to do me some Spanish rice, but it just is like, nope. But this was really great, and I honestly didn't know what I was going to make. And Michael, my bestie over there, really helped me this week. So I have to give him part of the...
Hey, I'm here to help out. And I'm glad that you really went with that. That really turned out a lot better than I had imagined. It really does look good.
Yeah. And it was so easy. And the thing is that not all the filling fit in the peppers, so I have some extra filling left over. So it has like the onions and the mushrooms and the roast beef and stuff, and so it's like later I can just like literally heat that up and just eat it like that. Like
Heat that up and throw it in some lettuce and wrap it up and make a lettuce wrap with it.
Yeah. It was super good. So I'm super excited. Yummy. And Chris already finished his like in literally 5 minutes. Like I'm like, did you even bite? Did you even chew? Like, so yeah.
Funny how fast food disappears when you get a bunch of people together.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's amazing how much they can consume.
I know.
I agree with you on the peppers as far as not like I cook mine raw too.
Yeah.
And without because I don't like them all soggy and so. Like,
Yeah. So we have a few comments. I'll go through them really quick. My Life says, I love the twist on the classic stuffed pepper. Dennis says, that looks really good, Alicia. What's the protein count on it? Which I said it's around 31 grams of protein. And Trisha said, that pepper looks amazing. Feed me. So apparently
somebody feed that child.
Right? Feed Trisha. And then Angelically So says, hi, Alicia, your face looks smaller. Thank you. I actually, you know what, I know this isn't part of the show, but I lost 3 pounds since yesterday.
Awesome.
So I'm pretty excited.
You've been sweating it out, girl.
Sure.
Dancing with Richardson.
I purged myself of all the stress.
Amen.
I know, actually, to be honest with you, really quick, the video that I did yesterday, it really helped me out a lot. So it kind of freed my mind. So it's been good. Yeah. So anyway, if there's no more comments or questions, or we will move forward to Mr. Michael May.
Ooh, Michael.
I wasn't on last week, and I got Zen's little challenge, and what I wanted to do, I wanted to take one of my family's favorite recipes that is not healthy, and I wanted to put a twist on it and make it as healthier as I can. So one of our go-to dishes that makes a lot when we want to feed a lot of people is it's a cheese lover's chicken spaghetti. Okay? Now, the ingredients in it on a regular note, if I was going to cook it just before surgery, let's just go all out with it. It's 4 chicken breasts, salt, pepper, minced green onions, 12 ounces of pasta. It's got celery, cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup, cream of celery soup, chopped black olives, 1 jar of Cheese Whiz, and 1 pack of shredded Velveeta cheese. That was the original recipe. What I did was I did the 3 to 4 chicken breasts. I actually used 4 chicken breasts, so there's more chicken in there. I used the Barella's protein pasta, multigrain pasta, which has, for me, it would have 10 grams of protein for 2 ounces. Everyone else would eat probably 3.5 ounces, which is 17 grams of protein, instead of the regular pasta that I've been buying that only has 4 grams. So it has an increase in the protein. And then instead of getting the regular cream of mushroom soup or the cream soups, I did get the reduced fat, low sodium soups. I eliminated the jar of Cheese Whiz, and I just went with 2 packs of the shredded Velveeta cheese, which I compared the stats on those at the store with regular cheddar cheese or easy melt cheese, and they were actually better stats than cheddar cheese all around. So I went with 2 of those. And so what you do is you boil your chicken breast with the minced onions for about 15 minutes until they're cooked. You take them out. In that same water that has the chicken dressing, the juices and everything, you boil your pasta in the broth. So you boil the pasta. The package says about 10 minutes, but I like to cook it a little less because this dish does go in the oven and cook. So I cook it for about 7 to 8 minutes, and then drain it, rinse it real good, and then I mix all the ingredients together, which is the green onions, the celery, the cream of mushroom soup, the cream of chicken soup, the cream of celery soup, the black olives, and the cheese. And I threw in some fresh baby spinach this time. Organic fresh baby spinach. Which it's hit or miss with my family with spinach, but my wife just stuck her head in the door and said, "Oh my God, I wish I could eat some more because it's amazing." Let me tell you what it looks like. Here it is. This is a 1-cup portion. This plate is a real small plate. And for 1 cup, and I've got, I sprinkled some low-fat mozzarella cheese on top and then a little bit of parsley. But you can see here is the spinach and diced celery. The onions are in there. And the stats on this are really, really good with the changes that I made. It's for 1 cup is 265 calories. Does have 27 carbs, but 31 grams of protein for 1 cup. So it is cheesy and yummy, and this pasta is going to be my new go-to pasta because it tastes amazing and it has the extra protein. But it's good. I mean, look at that spinach and the celery.
Michael, just pass it on over here, okay?
I know.
Here you go. There it is again.
So.
That sounds good, Michael.
So I really wanted to, I'm trying to adapt a lot of my recipes from back in the day to make them healthier because these were family favorite recipes. So.
Yeah. And how does it compare? Just out of the question, without that jar of shredded, what was it, cheese whiz that you added on top of the Velveeta?
Well, yeah, you would mix it all together, the cheese whiz and the shredded Velveeta cheese and all that. I don't miss it. I don't miss it in this dish at all.
You don't miss it.
I don't miss it. I mean, it is still cheesy and creamy, and I've got the reduced fat soups and the low sodium soups, and I cannot tell a difference at all.
Interesting. Do you add additional seasoning, or you just let those 3 flavors, the celery, mushroom, and chicken, mix together and work on the chicken itself? I mean, other than probably salt and pepper on the breast itself.
Salt and pepper on the breast, and then just the seasonings from the soups, the onions, celery.
That sounds really good. I think it sounds more to me more like a casserole than a spaghetti, like a tetrazzini almost.
Well, yeah,
that's what comes to mind to me when I think of the noodle and the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of when I was a kid. We had this turkey tetrazzini stuff that used to appear, and I would, really loved it.
Then I put it in a 9x13, which it's heaping up, and cover it with foil, and then bake it at 350 for 45 minutes, and it's just all bubbly and goodness.
Yeah.
Now, I have another question real quick. Oh, go ahead. Whoever wants, I can go after.
Oh, Christy or Kimberly, you have any questions or comments for Michael?
I think it's amazing. It looks really good. I mean, I want to try it, and I love pasta too. I missed it so much.
If
you could change one thing about it, what would you change? What would you do different if you could change one thing out of it?
Very, very good question. I would probably, wow, what would I change? I would probably add another chicken breast so there's more chicken in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more meatier. Or, no, I would probably throw in some fresh portobello mushrooms.
Ooh.
Yeah. I will add probably mushrooms next time with the spinach. The spinach was a major hit. I'm adding a lot of fresh spinach and cooking with it a lot more, and the family is really enjoying it, and it made this dish 100 times better.
Yeah. You can't really taste it, and you do the best of eating the spinach. When you blend it in stuff, it kind of becomes minimal. So does kale. If you buy the baby kale, you get those green, the soft one, and it becomes like it disappears in soups or in spaghetti or whatever.
Well,
My question for you, I wanted to ask Michael about the pasta itself. Do you have a bag of it that you could show us? I know our viewers are probably interested in the stats on that. You did mention that it had 10 grams protein. Barilla, okay.
The Barilla protein pasta. I got this at Walmart for under $2. This is 14 ounces. And the stats, y'all can pause it. They're right there. But for 2 ounces, which I don't even probably have 2 ounces of pasta on there, it's 190 calories, 20 fat calories. 2 grams of fat. Sodium is 35 mgs. Carbs is 38.
38.
Yeah.
That's for 2 ounces?
That's 2 ounces, where normally it's like 41.
Right, and if you didn't want to eat the pasta, you could actually make it with less pasta if your carbs, or just have a smaller serving of the pasta and have more chicken.
Yes, and the protein for the 2 ounces is 10 grams.
That's good. That's a great option.
With 4 grams of fiber.
Yeah.
Now, how do you think this would taste if you added spaghetti squash instead of pasta itself?
See, I had thought about that. I have used spaghetti squash in a casserole before, and it kind of really just disintegrated into it.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I had no idea. I haven't used it.
I can't even talk. Spaghetti squash is kind of delicate, and you really can't overcook it, but you have to cook it enough to get it out, and you really can't recook it in a casserole setting because it does kind of just
go to mush.
Go to mush, yeah.
That's why I was wondering, because I've not used it that way, but I thought it might be also a good alternative.
But what I could try would be make the spaghetti squash and put it on the bottom, and then just heat the mixture and add a little bit of the mixture to it, and then just serve it like that instead of baking it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the shiitake noodles would be good with it too.
Yeah, I was thinking of the shiitake noodles. Those have a fishy flavor, which is what has turned me off about those. I have this thing. I love fish.
No.
A fishy flavor, kind of like coming out of the bag. I'm like,
Well,
no. Once you wash them really good, then the smell goes away.
Okay, that smell is enough to like go.
I'll tell you the trick to the shiitake noodles. I was like that too, but I have had them. You have to rinse them really good, and then if you blanch them a little bit, or like pan fry them a little bit with a little bit of olive oil, and then throw them into your water to heat them up, the fish smell is gone.
Oh, okay. Then I'll try them again. Thank you for the tip, because I kind of abandoned them after smelling them, and I can't.
Yeah. Just don't sniff them right out of the bag.
I know. But any kind of fishy odor that is, you know what I mean, is just I will,
Yeah.
out.
That's what I do with my shiitake noodles too. So
I'm gonna try them again, because I've really had to avoid pasta for obvious reasons. My journey. I don't know if I've even had a full plate of spaghetti one time. You know what I mean? I don't think so. But I do love it, and I would love to try them with this new noodle. Thank you.
Kimberly, do you have any questions, comments for Michael?
Well, first, I've had a lot of technical difficulties tonight, so hopefully everybody can hear me.
Yeah,
But,
Hear you.
it looks good, and I was just curious to see. I know you revised it to make it healthier. Do you actually know like the calories of what it was before? I mean, I'm kind of curious on how
I do know what the calories were before, and I cut the calories in half from the original recipe with getting rid of the cheese whiz and doing the reduced fat mushroom soups. The original recipe for a 1-cup portion was over 500 calories.
See, that's
I'm sure that's a heart stopper.
Mm-hmm.
And I am down to 265 calories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a lot less fat.
We have a few comments here. Let me go over those really quick before we move on. My life Angelica says, I'm hungry she's hangry right now. I haven't eaten since lunch. I'm in one of those moods where I'm starving, but I don't know what I want. My life says, looks delicious. Trisha told me to put my leftover goodies in an egg.
Ooh.
That would be good.
Yeah, that would be really good. Donna wanted to know what kind of pasta it is, but obviously you just answered that. You showed us Barilla.
Barilla Protein Plus.
And then Dennis said, that looks awesome, Michael. I wish I was still visiting you. Well, I'm sure Michael doesn't mind if you visit him anytime. So.
Anyone can come over. I like everybody.
Donna said, ha ha ha, more meteor. Love you, Michael. More meat.
More meat. He wants more meat.
Yeah. And she said, I wonder how it would go with zucchini squash.
Ooh. Zucchini noodles? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Dennis said, I wonder how the Quest pasta would work with it. That's what you were talking about, right, Christy? Is that
the shiitake noodles.
Yeah.
They come in Quest and other brands too.
And then Rebecca Woody said, you already answered my question. So she asked if it was regular pasta or veggie pasta. So, yeah. So, anyway, if there's no more comments or questions, we can... Okay, Rob?
I wanted to tell Michael that I thought it looked absolutely amazing. I really think it looks so good. And you know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with substituting out the pasta like everybody's recommended. But I also think once in a while it's okay to have it and really truly enjoy the Italian dish or the dish that you're making. It really is about moderation, both in how often we eat something and how much we eat at the time that we're eating it. So I think we should make substitution and make things healthy, but I also think sometimes we should just have it. We should have the pasta if it's what you can have or what you want to. Just do it in moderation. But I really think it looks great, Michael.
Thank you very much. And this here is just a, you know, it's a treat for the family. I only make this maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Michael, I do have a question for you. So the thing I was wondering is like I know that there's a lot of recipes that you may modify, and I just like, especially for the viewers, I just want, how easy for us, like if you take a recipe, say it's a family recipe that you've had and stuff, how easy or difficult is it for you personally to tweak things?
Oh, it's for me. It's very easy. I mean, I'm a thinker. I'm a cooker. I love to cook. I love to bake, and I love to step out of the box and try different things. So, you know, I looked at this recipe, you know, and I was like, oh, well, I can get rid of the cheese whiz. Let me check and see what the different cheeses I can use.
Yeah.
Then, oh, well, yeah, well, just forget the regular soups and go with the reduced fat, low sodium. And then I was like, okay. I actually went to look for the protein pasta that I did a review on before, but I couldn't find it and I didn't have time to order it. So I was like, okay, well, let me just go to Walmart and see what I can find.
Yeah.
And I mean, and they got a whole line of the protein pastas.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's on a regular basis. I do tweak and change up my recipes. Just like the other night when I was talking to you about the stuffed bell pepper. I mean, I just thought of that right off the seat of my pants. Like, hey, you could do this, this, and this, and that would be amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think that's really, you know, that's really great, and there's always, you know, ways to tweak stuff, or, you know, and your family loved it, right? You said that they loved it. They absolutely loved it. Even
they stuck their head in here and said, oh my God. I can't get no more.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the other thing you can do, Michael, is the Campbell's cream of cheddar. They also make a cream of cheddar soup. That's very good.
Yes, I did look at that, but I did not like the stats on that can.
Yeah.
It was so...
It's high carb, 12 carb.
Super high in carbs, and it was super loaded with sodium, and I'm trying to watch my sodium because I'm doing this whole little retaining water bit right now, and I was like, oh, for like a half a can of that has 1 billion sodium in it, and I was like,
yeah, the mushroom has 410, 10 carbs. Celery has 410.
What was I going to say? You know, I just want people to know that you can easily tweak recipes if there's something that you don't like, you do like, you want to add. I can't remember who I had a conversation with recently. I was like, Christy, just throw stuff together and it actually looks good.
That's what I did the other night.
Last night we were talking about that. We're like, I wish I could throw stuff together, and it just like...
I like to follow a recipe. Like,
yeah. I just sit there and get in the kitchen and I play. I just make stuff up.
Yeah. So, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Pasta, the protein pasta, it's in with the regular pasta.
Yes, yes, and they've got all different. They've got all different shapes and sizes. They got the elbow noodles, the shell noodles, the angel hair, everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so we're gonna move forward to Rob because it's his turn. It is his turn.
Okay.
So tonight's requirements that I remember were it was a dish with cheese, high protein. We had to have at least 2 vegetables used, onion. We could use it, but it couldn't be counted as one of the vegetables. So what I wanted to do was I went with something that's very healthy and followed all of those. And I made a jalapeno cream cheese stuffed salmon.
Ooh.
So this is a piece of salmon stuffed with jalapeno cream cheese on organic spinach. I'm going to show you guys the other side of it also so that you can see the full effect. So this is going to be amazing. You guys know I love the word amazing, so I'm going to say that. So I'm going to tell you guys what's in here. We have some low-fat cream cheese, and what I did was if you go to your deli, the 3 kind of cheeses that work best with this, and you can use what you want, is going to be shredded provolone, white cheddar, and Swiss. And you can get just a very little bit of each. You can have them put it all in the same bag. They'll shred it for you right there, and then you mix it into the cream cheese. I used 1 jalapeno, and I heated it because I don't like the really hot taste to it. I took all the innards and stuff out of it, but left actually diced up the jalapeno to put it in with the cream cheese. So, you guys, this is a 5-ounce piece of salmon, okay, and which is about 190 calories is what it's going to be. And then for our total protein, we have a total of 30 grams coming from the salmon and 4 grams of protein coming from the cream cheese, making it 34 total grams. And this piece of salmon, along with the cheese filling and the spinach, is 390 calories. 190 calories is coming from the piece of salmon, and 200 calories is coming from the cheese filling, along with the spinach, which was very, very minimal. So when you take your salmon, this salmon is marinated in paprika, garlic, and onion powders, and using a olive oil base on that. And I just marinated the salmon. Then when you take the salmon, what you're going to do with the salmon is, I usually always cook my salmon frozen. So what I had to do was take the salmon and allow it to thaw enough to get a knife through it. When you take your knife, this does have a piece of skin on the bottom, so you just want to cut down to the skin, not cutting through it. Some people like to cut it this way and put the cheese in the middle. I really like to take the piece of salmon and cut it this way, cutting down into the salmon. And then what you can do is you can take the salmon and just spread it apart. Once you cut it, you can just spread it apart with your fingers, making it enough room to go ahead and stuff your cream cheese filling down into that piece of salmon. Okay? Now, your salmon and stuff, it's not going to melt out of the salmon when you put it on there. It will bake. The cheese mixture will bake, and you guys seen that as it's here. It didn't run off. It didn't run down the side of the salmon. It's exactly how I put it in there. You can see it goes down into the salmon. And so, and then you just simply take and prep it in the dish just like so. And there it is. It's ready to go in the oven. You're going to put this in your oven at 375 degrees for 30 to 33 minutes, depending on the thickness of that piece of salmon. Now, I know 3 minutes doesn't seem like a lot, but if you overcook salmon, you are going to lose a lot of the amazing taste, okay? So you have to be really careful when you're cooking it that way. The spinach is organic. It was just something to put on top. And as you break the salmon apart, and I'm going to take a piece and show you guys the salmon, as you take the salmon apart and you get part of the cream cheese and the salmon and even the spinach, you don't even have to put a dressing on top of that spinach. It's just amazing because you've marinated this, and the skin from the salmon stays right on the bottom. It doesn't come off as you eat it. So we got a piece of salmon, we got spinach, we got cream cheese, all in one.
Oh, wow.
It's absolutely amazing, you guys. And what I absolutely love is when you get the salmon and you get all this crusty part down in here that you guys can see. That tastes so amazing. And so that's what I made.
Him in the big picture. You're not on the big screen. It's hard for the big screen. It's hard to see your dish.
Can anyone else see it on the big screen or no?
Oh, I can.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, I want it.
Looks
So
amazing. The little people.
there's what it is, and so it's just absolutely really, really good, you guys. I think you'll like it. If you don't want to go to your deli, or they don't do all the shredding for you and things like that on the different cheeses, you can just do a cream cheese and it will be fine. But when you add the provolone, the white cheddar, and the Swiss together, you guys, it's going to be absolutely amazing. You just knead it into that cream cheese and stuff it in there along with the jalapeno. You can't go wrong. If you don't like jalapeno, or you don't like something that has a kick to it, just leave it out. And a good substitution, if you don't like that, would be scallions or green onions cut up and just mixed in with the cream cheese. That would be really, really good also.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I made tonight. If anyone has any questions, I'll be glad to answer them as I'm eating.
Could you, I have a question. Could you use different, you think you could use different kind of fish too?
You could. I think it would depend on the kinds of fish that you use. It might not go as well for all of them, but I think if you pretty much put cream cheese, you might want to mix. You might want to mix up the ingredients that you put in, or how you marinate it, as far as the fish goes. But I pretty much think cream cheese on any fish would probably be pretty good. So I think you could. I just really love salmon, and I love tilapia, and I just really felt this recipe would be better on, salmon would be better stuffed than the tilapia.
Yeah. More dense.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks amazing. I can't wait to try it. I gotta have.
Well, I haven't been able to actually eat fish in probably like over 2 years, so I really want to try again and stuff. So I may have to like steal your recipe there, Rob, and go for that one.
It's really good. There's a lot you could do with that recipe. It's very versatile, Rob. I think.
Oh yeah, there is a ton of things you could do or add.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't put an olive on top.
Yeah. Christy, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask Rob, what would you serve with that for a side dish if you had company over?
One thing that I've served before with this to stay away from like a bready carb is I've actually done like and this is spicy. If you like hot, people like this. A corn relish, which is corn. You can use a habanero pineapple sauce in there, which they have at Costco. It's absolutely amazing. And this is the thing. If you serve the habanero, I'm sorry, it's habanero pineapple sauce. If you serve that cold, it does not have the superheated kick, especially if you're serving it with a cream cheese. Now, when you get heated, it has a lot of kick to it. So I really like the corn relish cold. So I would use corn, I would dice up onion, I would dice up bell peppers, all different colors, mix them together, put the habanero pineapple sauce in there. It's really not sweet, it's really not hot, it's just a perfect taste. But it does have a little bit of heat to it, but not to the point where you're sitting there guzzling water. So I would serve corn pepper habanero relish with this, and I think it would be absolutely amazing on the side.
Oh my God, it looks amazing.
Thank you.
Really good.
Oh. I'm
Yeah,
hungry. I want fish now.
I know, that sounds really good. While I'm going over the comments, maybe you guys can think about who your picks are for tonight. But so Donna Brazen says, oh my God, did you just say jalapeno cream cheese salmon? Yeah, he really did. He really did. Angelically so said, oh my God, that sounds so good. My Life said, wow, that looks so healthy and delicious.
Very good.
Trisha said, Rob has me drooling.
Mm-hmm.
And My Life said, yeah, what Trisha said. Dennis said, that looks so, so, so good. I am hungry again for your dish, Rob. And My Life said, winner, winner, salmon dinner.
I like that. I like that.
I just, I really, for myself, Rob, I love your presentation, I know I'm not a judge, but I'm going to say that anyway. I love your presentation, and, it's just like, obsessed with spinach right now, like fresh spinach. So I'm like, oh my gosh, and it looks really, really good, and just you had me at cream cheese. Like,
I know, that's where you had me at cheese. It was like, and that crust.
Just
And
like,
jalapeno got me, and the other cheese blended in.
Yeah.
You know, Rob, I think that it would also be amazing with Asiago cheese mixed in. It's got a punch taste, and/or Parmesan, even maybe a tiny bit. Throwing that and olives chopped might be good for a topping, like a tapenade olive. I'm surprised I didn't see an olive on yours because that's your signature, I know.
Yeah, I did not have any olives, and I prefer the green olives. I did not have them, and I did not have the time to buy them, so I went ahead and bought the peppers. I tend to eat olives out of the jar if I have them, the green ones, and I absolutely love them. They are very high in sodium, so.
Oh yeah.
They are.
Actually, though, if you really like olives, people, and I know we're wrapping up here, but they do sell, if you want to avoid eating a bunch, they do serve them in a pack that's tall, and there's probably 15 to 20 in there, and it seals across the top. It has like the plastic thing where you can seal it, so they're just in like a little bag that you can grab off the shelf, and then, excuse me, there's not so many there for you to. Because, I mean, you think, okay, I'll have 2 or 3. There really isn't having 2 or 3 olives. It's like 12 or 14 olives, and then your sodium's out the door. So.
Yeah, you're getting that spoon and digging them out.
So small, and you can't put your rings on and stuff. I know. You wake up and you're like, oh, your face is like blown up, and yeah, I know the feeling.
well, we're
No, I have also seen olives in like a little serving cups made by Mount Olive. You can buy them like that, and it's just individual servings. There's probably 6 or 7 olives in a cup.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love them.
Yeah. Well, also, Melissa, a.k.a. Mawizza, a.k.a. the person that never calls you back, is watching, and she can't comment, but she is watching us tonight, and she said everything looks so good. So I just wanted to let you know that. And, yeah, so let's see. Did everyone send me their pick?
No, I'm sending you mine now.
Oh, it was hard, but
It really is hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's harder to cook or to judge. God, it's in the middle.
It's both. Really hard.
It's hard.
It is.
It is.
People think it's easy, but it ain't. It's hard.
Not easy.
So I just got a message, you guys. It's funny. I just got a message from Melissa. She's like, "I'll call you back now." Now that I called her ass out on the show, she's gonna call me.
Okay. There we go.
I just wanted to explain to Melissa, though, like, while we have a couple minutes, I want to explain to Melissa that she don't get to pick who the winner is. Only the people on the show get to pick. I'm sorry, girl. You don't. It ain't. It ain't audience pick this time. But she did say she picked Michael. So I wonder why. No, I'm just kidding.
Michael is amazing.
So okay. Kimberly is having a lot of issues tonight with you know, the whole trying to stay on and get on, and she keeps getting kicked off and stuff. So she did make her pick, so I will read it for her, and then we will, you know, go forward from that. So she just said she's very sorry for all the difficulties. She said everything looked so amazing, but her pick for tonight is going to go to Michael. So, Michael, you got Kimberly's pick tonight. So, woohoo! All right. So, Christy, who's your pick for tonight?
Oh, it was hard. It was really hard, but I had to go with Rob. The salmon and the cheese. You had me, honey. It was just like, and especially when you turned it around and showed the bottom of the fish, that little crusty tail part. That was like, oh, that was my weakness. You made me come at my knees. So.
Thank you.
Whoa, thanks for sharing.
Come to my knees, not come when y'all get out of dirty mind, folks.
Come on.
Right? Oh my God. Sorry to.
Oh my goodness. Look, my phone is blowing up now. Everybody's laughing at me, huh?
Right? Oh, Lord. Christy.
Oh, boy, get the towel.
Oh, gosh. Okay, Jen, who is your pick for tonight?
Yeah, I want to say also Rob got me with the salmon and cream cheese. I mean, that is just an all-time delicacy. I would be eating that on a regular basis if I could afford the calories, but it does sound delicious, and I think I would actually try to make that. I thought everybody did a great job tonight, from the chicken to the chicken casserole. These are all fun things that I would like to try. I have to be very careful with carbs, but I find my way around them and, try to just enjoy my meals as much as possible and, make everything amazing. So I think you guys did an excellent job with the assignment, using the cheese and the vegetables.
Yeah.
Thanks for stepping up for that and just seeing that it's so easy to make something that's healthier and good for you.
Yeah.
And I think it's great to show the community things that actually can help them, in their struggles, because we're all struggling. We're all here for a reason, and our reason is to become healthier. So that's my take on it.
I did want to say that, Rob, you're lucky that we're not at your house, because you would be tackled for that salmon. Like,
I'm just tackling.
I'm telling Daddy, move over, give up.
Michael's like, have any salmon, I'll just tackle you anyway. Oh my gosh. So I have one more comment, and it actually is from Melissa again. She wants everyone to, well, I told you, she said she gives her bonus point to Michael. She doesn't get the bonus point, so sorry. And she said, Michael, you're just so cute.
Aww.
Like, she just said you're so cute. So, I guess you get a bonus point for that too. I don't know. I don't know. But she wanted me to make sure that you know that you're adorable and cute. So, and I noticed that Christina came in and she was watching at the end, so I just wanted to say hi to Christina. But yeah, so Christy gets to pick what next week's what we're cooking next week. So what's it gonna be?
I picked Burger Wars.
Ooh.
Okay, but here's the twist.
Oh God.
It has to be a square burger. No, I'm joking.
Oh God.
It's a burger. Excuse me, Burger War. I want a non-traditional bun. Must have veggies. I don't care how many or what you do to it. And a non-traditional burger cheese.
Okay.
I want y'all to bring it with this burger. I want to see juices coming down. And then I have one more thing. I'm going to do a dessert, but I want a non-traditional brownie. It could be healthy. It could be whatever you want it, but I want it to be a non-traditional brownie.
You making medicinal brownies, y'all?
I guess we'll find out.
Come on now.
Won't we?
We'll find out. You live in California, so we'll find out, huh?
Just saying.
So to verify, we're doing Burger Wars. We're doing a non-traditional bun. Must have veggies. No certain requirement on that. Just must have them. And a non-traditional burger cheese. So not like a piece of American or cheddar or Swiss. Something different. And then a non-traditional brownie.
It could be healthy or it could
Michael,
be...
you got it. Alicia's got it. Do you got it, Tiffany?
I got it.
Okay, we all got it. Cool.
Got it.
I'll bring it on.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This was a really fun one. Even though we thought cheese, really, cheese and vegetables, but then you really had us thinking this week and stuff. So thank you very much. And
she's gonna bring the magic brownies next week. So.
Yeah, I'll bring them for everybody.
Yeah, if she doesn't comment and just giggles the whole time, we know why.
Gotta watch out how much of that if you actually eat, because it really messes with your stomach.
Right? So
I've heard.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone, and we appreciate you guys watching, and it was a lot of fun this week, and I think we all did an amazing job cooking, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So we will see you next week. Same day, same time, we'll be here. So until next week, bye.
Bye.
Bye.